For the Art 112 students, we are doing offset transfer method. And the plate you do first is this key plate, which is supposed to go to black. Okay, so if you have 4 plates, again, the biggest plate goes to black. Okay, and you have to draw contour line as a key plate, and then you etch that plate. So I already got to that point. So you don't do any color drawing like this, but you do need a key plate with all this contour line etched onto the plate. Okay. Now, before you do offset, I'm gonna just show offset demo today, which is very technical, and everything's captured by video. Hopefully, you guys get enough information. All right, so some people asking like wondering how you can print exactly same location. So this is a trick. Before you do offset printing, offset transfer, you need a big paper like this. The paper has to have extra space on the both ends. Okay, right now this is 10" by 30". Okay, so you need to have enough space on both ends, even though you'll be tearing off, right? You need like a 5-6 inch on both sides. Okay. Now I already marked the location for the plate, but I have to do one more thing before I ink the plate. Okay. So this one, using a scraper. Okay, it's a little bit scary because you will make an incision to the beveled edge. And from this beveled edge, got this incision. And I'm gonna mark that incision onto the paper. Cuts the incision, the notches, I have to say notches on the edge of the plate is now marked onto the template. Okay, and 3 other are already being degreased. I have cyan plate, magenta plate, and yellow plate. Okay, so each one gets this notch transferred to the plate from the template to the plate. So this one, once the notch is transferred, you have to incise too. Just make notches on each plate. So this is magenta plate. I'm gonna do the same thing. Try to line up and find that notches from template and mark that onto each plate. And the plates are already being degreased, so I don't want to touch the surface. And it's sometimes hard to line up all these 4 notches. Okay, so let's see. This is the last one. And each plate is slightly different size, so it can be difficult. Make sure those notches are, like visible enough for you guys to see it, and it has to be deep enough. So maybe people are wondering, what's the location of those notches, right? Don't make it exactly center, then you will be confused. It's which orientation is a plate, okay? So I normally do it kind of casually. I don't really measure it, just make sure each one is not center. So when I line up, this one doesn't make sense because my notches doesn't line up with this. So make sure just not exact same location, so you know which side is top. This is fine, and this is magenta. Okay, and this is yellow. Okay, maybe I should mark it which side is top. All right. And you need one more plate, blank plate, for doing this process. It's called a pre-stretch plate. Okay, I have one more blank plate for the same size. Okay, it has to be almost same size of your key plate. Okay. And this time I want to give you one specific thing. Your blanket don't go over like this. Your blanket should go over the border for this method. Okay. So I'm gonna ink the key plate, which already have hard ground etching of the contour line. Okay, that's already being etched. I worked yesterday. Okay, and then okay. Now I want to just ink. Just wipe the plate as you've been doing. It's just simple color, simple contour line etching, like your very first assignment. One thing I want to warn you is for wiping, I don't want you to have that much plate tone. Remember what is plate tone means?
Yes.
Running this key line to other plates. But you don't want to have, if you have too much plate tone, that's going to affect to other plates too. So make sure you remove enough plate tone from the plate, so only lines in the groove, etched line should be on the plate. Okay. All right, so I'm going to offset this one to 3 more plates. Okay. I have paper in the water. See, my paper is very long. Yeah, okay, you'll see why. Okay, so you see that underneath, the one side of paper is underneath of the printing roller. Okay. Before I do offset transfer, I'm gonna pre-stretch. This is a blank plate of the same size, 4 by 6 inches. I'm gonna put here where the exactly other plates are going to be, okay, on the same plate, same place, and then I'm gonna just pre-stretch. That really prevents any misregistration. If the paper is wet, right, and there may be shrinking when we do this. When paper is wet, paper is very big. So it helps if you pre-stretch the plate, pre-stretch the paper. That makes that registration a little bit more accurate. Okay, I stop before the other side of the paper comes off from the press, still underneath of the roller. So that's why paper doesn't move. Okay, so let me just show you. Just this one gave you embossment. It's already embossed from this blank plate. Okay, that's called a pre-stretch. I'm gonna do next process. Now I'm gonna bring my key plate. My key plate is placed on the template, right? And the paper is still underneath of the roller, okay? So paper has not moved. I'm gonna print the key plate. I have to stop before the other side of the paper comes off from the dollar. Okay, now I'm removing this. Then key plate is already printed onto the paper. And then we have to work so fast here. Take this one off. And then yellow plate. And trying to see the notches matching up. Yellow plate got the key plate transferred already. Okay, light, but it's there. I'm gonna move on to two other plates. It's light, but it's there. I want to tighten the pressure a little bit more for the last one. When I do this, just make sure those 4 notches are lined up between plate and template. Okay, and then I'm gonna print this one. It's kind of light, so I'm gonna do again. All right, so I cannot show well with this, but 3 plates, the contour line from original key plate has been transferred to 3 plates already. I'm sorry, I cannot show well because of the reflective surface. So this was original key plate. And then I offset to 3 more plates in this method. Okay, so I have a same design onto 3 plates. So I can add aquatint, and I have a guideline where I should do aquatint. So simple contour line etching. No tonality, no hatching, no cross hatching, nothing. Just the shapes. Does it make sense?